Hey everyone, this is Bryson Stefano with the NECKingProductions, making YouTube history here. YouTube history. Yeah, there's such thing. I don't know if there is. I made it up. Anyway, my YouTube history is a tutorial that no one's ever done. No one. Okay? I searched a few tutorials, got some ideas, but this was definitely my favorite idea. It was actually a suggestion. And I'm gonna go with it just because I looked for it to see if other people have done it, and no one has that I could find. I found stuff on things that weren't related to this topic. So I'm going to show you, tell you, and how to do what I'm offering for this video. So this is Bryson Steph from NECKingProductions on how to make a tutorial. Tutorial making is pretty easy as long as you know what you're doing. Being interesting is a great thing to do in tutorials because it makes people want to listen to you and keep watching, and it's easy to inform them. Tutorial making isn't really that difficult. You just have to be interesting, have a good speaking voice, be very conversational. Great thing to do is be very conversational, act like you're actually talking to someone, explaining how to do something, and just being very thorough. Thorough. I don't know words. I'm not smart. Tutorial making isn't really that difficult. It's just explaining on how to do something and showing others how well you know what you're talking about. To get them to watch, have a good speaking voice is great. Be very conversational, which goes with the speaking voice, because that tone is something that someone would want to listen to. Keep eye contact with the camera, very important if you're doing a video tutorial, because if you're just like talking and looking this way, looking that way, looking over there, you seem unfocused to who you're talking to. Pretend your camera is your audience and have eye contact with the lens, I guess you could say. It's kind of like a quote thing. I don't know. Be very interesting with what you're saying. Get a change of tone. You know, say something else. Change the way you talk. Don't just have one tone of voice that you're going to be saying, because that's boring as hell and no one gives two shits. When you're being interesting, you can't just say some random words and hope people understand what you're talking about. You need to thoroughly lay out what you want to talk about so you know what you're saying, and you need to be able to inform yourself to inform others. Make sure you are well educated in the subject that you're teaching to others, or the show-how of what you're doing. If your tutorial has different parts to it, which a lot of them do, you're going to want to have a good flow of topic. Don't be over here, randomly over there, forget one thing and then go back to it later. It'll confuse people. You don't want to do that. You want to have a good flow of topics. When you have the good flow of topics, you can also make it enjoyable for people to watch. People don't want to watch as someone who they can easily see knows a lot about the subject, but it's boring to watch and they don't learn as much. You can think of this as like school. All your teachers are very well educated and they went to college for the subject that they teach, and not all of them are good teachers because they're not interactive. Some of them might be, but they still might be bad teachers because they're not as informative and they don't make it enjoyable for their students to watch. That's very easily related to tutorial making, because you are the teacher, the people watching you are your students. So if you make it enjoyable for them to watch, they'll kind of remember it more and it's easier for them to learn. If you stay on topic but be creative, people are going to be amazed at how well your video will come out and how well the tutorial will be. You can, I don't know, throw flowers somewhere. That's kind of dumb, but hey, it's creative. Creativity is like awesome stuff. Everyone has creativity and imagination somewhere in their head. Somewhere, I don't know where. I might be in my neck. Yeah, I get a lot of creativity in there. If your creativity is coming from you yourself, not like some flowers like I said before, then be fun with it. Be very energetic, be like, yeah, tutorial time. Another thing with with interacting with the audience is being funny. Me, myself, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm not funny. I don't think I'm funny. Sometimes I try to be funny and I'm not. It's dumb, I don't like it. But if you are funny, at least try to be funny. I mean, you might look dumb, but You know, it'll get people to keep watching you somehow. I don't know, it just works that way. If you look up your tutorial that you want to do, let's say you're on YouTube and you look up how to ride a bike. There we go. Someone just went by on a bike, that's why it popped in my head. Sure, how to ride a bike. If you YouTube that, I guarantee, I've never done it, but I guarantee a lot of videos will come up and they'll all be very similar. Some will be better than others, which will probably, the ones that are better probably follow the outline of stuff I made for you guys. But I guarantee they will be a lot, there will be a lot of videos, there will be. So what you want to do, watch them, do something just to get an idea of making this good. And don't be the same as them, make it different, make it stand out. I'm gonna make up a word because I know it's not real, so I'm not really that dumb. But ungenerical, not a word, but it's a word I just made up. Be ungenerical, don't really be the same as everyone else. Do something that'll make people want to watch you more and be like, whoa, he's a lot different, this tutorial's awesome, it's great. And lastly, enthusiasm is key. It goes with your voice, your actions, everything. It's enthusiasm that makes it the best. Oh, and actually one more thing, outlining what you're gonna talk about. If you're just talking only, an outline is actually a great thing to do. Okay, you can see here that I actually made an outline on my computer right there, and I'm actually having pointed to me, that's not good. Yeah, see, so you can see that there's an outline right there. Funny effects, ungenerical, enthusiastic, that's what I'm talking about right now. So if you wanna put an outline, it will help you a ton. I mean, I made this video 3 times. Honestly, I really did, okay? First time, failed. Second time, failed even more. Third time, I made this outline, okay? Took me not that long, it's only a few words, okay? And then you explain from there. It came out a lot better. I believe this video is much better than my other 2. So anyway, this is Bryson Stefano with the Necking Production from How to Make a Tutorial. Thank you for watching. Rate, subscribe, comments, whatever. Post video responses at the bottom right there. Post them there on tutorials that you've made from this video. I'll be pumped if there's only one. If you put one there, I'll actually watch it, comment it, rate it. I might subscribe to you if it's awesome. Thank you for watching. See you next time.